Measles is a disease that we eliminated from the United States, but I'm very concerned that we're allowing it to return.
The modern anti-vaxxer movement versus a true believer in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, giving all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem B'Kakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful leg. After this clip, we're going to go to 2 Corinthians 2:11. Let's get to the clip. Anti-vaxxers.
Measles is a disease that we eliminated from the United States, but I'm very concerned that we're allowing it to return.
Mandating vaccines for education, that is coercion.
The modern anti-vaxxer movement is gaining momentum, despite studies finding that vaccines are not linked to autism.
We had seen a steep decline in the number of measles cases here in the United States, to the point by the year 2000, the Centers for Disease Control and U.S. Public Health Service had declared that the U.S. is now free from measles, that measles has been eliminated.
But more than 20 years later, doctors are concerned that might not be the case anymore. A study led by Dr. Peter Hotest, Dean of the National School of Tropical Medicine at Baylor College of Medicine, found that as the anti-vaccine movement grows, measles outbreaks surge as well.
We've seen the return of measles in the form of outbreaks or epidemics. So we saw this in Minnesota in 2017. It lasted much of 2017. Then last year, 2018, we had the outbreaks in New York, New Jersey, and Missouri. And now, of course, this year in the Pacific Northwest, and we have the measles cases in Texas.
The study shows a significant growth in 12 of the 17 states that allow parents to opt their children out of getting vaccinated for non-medical reasons. Several hotspots in Arizona, Utah, Washington State, Oregon, and Michigan stand out for the large number of parents refusing or delaying to vaccinate their children. And what might have begun as a fringe movement is now a powerful media empire.
Anti-vaccine books, anti-vaccine documentaries, and they've even become politicized in the United States, so that we have political action committees in many states that are raising money for candidates to run on an anti-vaccine platform.
Exposed, meaning they are taking unplanned time away from work.
Dr. Hotez believes the whole movement is based on misinformation, causing a chilling effect on public health.
Do we want to be a country that forces children or parents to engage in risky medical interventions without informed consent?
But the measles vaccine is not the only one being targeted. The CDC estimates that in the past flu seasons, between 80 and 85% of children who die from the flu were unvaccinated. Dr. Hotez says we also have a generation of teenage girls without HPV vaccine, putting them at a higher risk for cervical cancer.
So we have just massive amounts of evidence showing that not only vaccines work, they are the single greatest life-saving technology that humankind's ever invented.
But despite the massive evidence, across the world, the anti-vaxxer movement is gaining strength. Europe had a record number of measles cases in 2018, in part due to a growing number of families refusing vaccination for their children. Many believe the outbreaks may not stay contained within North America and Europe. It could possibly move into Africa, Asia, and Latin America, reversing global health goals.
All right, let's do something.
Hey,
Shalom. Let's go to 2 Corinthians, 2nd chapter 11 verse. As you can see, the wicked rulers, the secret council of the wicked, have been trying to initiate plans and kill off the children of Israel through the needle. Through the needle. 2 Corinthians 2nd chapter 11 verse says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Once you come into the 100% truth, you are made it is made known to you that you should never trust thy enemy. It's that simple. And the wicked rulers of the world, by way of the wicked counsel of the wicked, have been trying to kill off, have been and is continuing to kill off the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American Indians that's been scattered all over the four corners of the world. Through the needle, the modern day sword, killing sword of the enemy. Is that simple. That's how I see it. I pray this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect and those seeking the truth. Shalom.